And now, for the local on the threes.
Alrighty folks, thanks so much for tuning into your local network. We just want to start off by saying that without you, none of this would be possible.
We would also like to thank some of our sponsors, including the Totally Accurate Fortune Tellers Incorporated. For over 2 centuries, this company has provided the community with their prophecies and foresight.
We would also like to thank the Macbeth Trainer Program, which has kept our community in shape. Remember, men, they improve both your physical and mental health so that you are ready to slay any challenge that lies ahead of you.
Anyway, back to the weather. You're in for a ride this weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like a new storm is coming our way.
You know, that's interesting, Ross. Stranger things have been happening this week. Man, I still can't get over that murder. It's really crazy to see that anyone would want to kill such a benevolent ruler.
Yeah, I know. The nation is still reeling from the loss of President Donalbain. Well, it looks like our nation wants to prepare for yet another disaster.
Things have really been crazy this week. On the ground right now is reporter Mike Doff with members of our community that have experienced the worst of this week.
Thanks, Ross. As you guys can see, we've been dealing with some heavy rain here tonight, with a low of 13 and a high of 26. So much for spring, I guess. Seems like recent events have been reminding me of winter. So anyway, this is Lenny, a local veterinarian. Tell me, Lenny, how long have you been living here, and how many rabbits have you seen?
I've been living here for 10 years, I would say. I moved here soon after college.
Have you ever seen weather like this before?
Honestly, I can't say that I have. This weather is something of a freak storm. Sudden rain, violent thunder, and lightning. I just don't know what's going on.
Now, Lenny and I were discussing a recent strange occurrence that's been sighted in these parts. Lenny, what happened?
I've never seen anything like it. It's almost like Mother Nature is furious about what happened this past week. Honestly, with this weather and the death of our president, I just don't know if anything else can go wrong. But really, it almost seems like even the animals know that something's up. Last week, I saw an owl pecking at the carcass of a falcon.
An owl killing a falcon? Sounds strange.
That's not all. The same day that, he was murdered, my sister had a ranch down south, and she called me because I'm a vet. But I really didn't know what to do. She said that 2 of her tamest horses had broken out of their stalls and started fighting. Both of them are female, but they started fighting like they were males. Then she said that one of them started biting the other and eventually killed it by biting its neck. The horses literally started eating each other. It was definitely one of the most frightening, strangest things he's ever told me.
Wow, that's one of the wildest things anyone's ever told me. Well, anyway, the rain is sure starting to pick up, so I'll give it back to you in the studio. Ross and Donald, back to you.
Thanks, Mike. That is definitely one of the scariest things I've heard in my life. 2 horses fighting to the death. This week needs to be over as soon as possible.
Yep, thankfully, we're near the end of the storm. The cold and warm fronts are passing, and so that should be the worst of it. However, with some recent solar activity, it may become dark a lot sooner than usual.
How much worse can this week get? Dark when it should be light? Eerie.
Well, Ross, like I said, the worst is almost gone. For now, we are certainly in the middle of something big. Right now, when it's not raining, it's cloudy with the chance of homicide. But the violent and creepy weather may get less severe.
Whatever happens, it better be over soon. This week, you guys can expect weather ranging from 20 to around 40 degrees. It may be March, but beware this week of the Ides.
There's no denying that. The rain should wrap up by later tonight or early tomorrow, but you guys can expect another wave of rain in a few days.
Well, folks, that's all for today. Thank you so much for tuning into the Weather Channel, and this program would not be possible without viewers like you.
Until the next 3, see thee then. 3 more 3s this week makes 9 more times to see. You really can't miss it.